Hey everyone, what's up? It's me, Weird Number 15 here, back in with another video. So today I'm going to be talking about the Idubbbz drama that happened relatively recently. And yeah, I know I'm a little bit late to this video, but I mean, I usually am, honestly. But I just like to give my 2 cents whenever I can. So that's what I'm going to be doing for today's video. So, pretty much, in case you don't know who Idubbbz is, he is a YouTuber, and, he first kind of blew up back in, like, 2016 for making, like, edgy videos and more, like, dark humor videos. And, yeah, and recently he made this video apologizing for all of his humor. Like, he made this really popular series, Content Cop. Y'all might have heard of it, you might have not. It was a pretty popular series back then, and, yeah, he stopped making those videos and he made an apology video, just like pretty much denouncing everything that he did, and it was like saying that his old content was bad, and especially his content cops. He said he hurt a lot of people. I can kind of see where he's coming from. Like some of the stuff that he did say was pretty hurtful. Like he harassed this YouTuber Tata Mongu at her event and said some like slurs and stuff like that at her. Like I don't really agree with that at all. Like I don't think that's a good thing. However, I will say he did have some criticisms in that video. It's like she was talking against like other people saying slurs, but she was saying slurs herself. So like it was like hypocritical. So yeah, and I can agree with that. Like he was like, I didn't agree with the way he like delivered it and the way he said slurs, but he was speaking the truth by calling her a hypocrite, because she was being a pretty big hypocrite during that time. And yeah, like some of the content cops, they have valid criticisms like that. Like like calling people out. Like he made one on Keemstar, Drama Alert. He made one on Leafy is Here, one on Rice Gum, one on Jinx Reload, and like he called them out for stuff that they were doing wrong. Like Leafy was bullying people. Jinx was like stealing other people's content pretty much without like reacting. Like Keemstar was also like bullying people, and and Rice Gum was just overall kind of being annoying and doing like stuff like dropping diss tracks on people. So like all the people that he called out were honestly in the wrong, and he had a right to say a lot of the stuff that he said. Like I don't agree with everything. Like obviously like saying slurs, I don't agree with that. But it's just a lot of the criticisms that he had were pretty justified criticisms in my opinion. And yeah, he doesn't seem to think that anymore. And a lot of his fan base seems to think that. Like his fan base is kind of divided. It seems more people don't really like his new change, but the people that do agree with it, they try to say, "Oh, you just want him to say more slurs." But honestly, that's not really it. It's just he has this girlfriend, and she like sells pictures of her body and stuff like that online, and he says he's cool with it. Which, I mean, if he's cool with it, it's fine. It's his relationship. But a lot of people don't like that, and they're calling him names over it. And yeah, I can see that too. Like he's like doing stuff like that, and people think he's like humiliating himself. Which, I mean, in all honesty, he kind of is. Like he made this video like Thanos like zip popping whatever, like zip popping fidget toy. And that was kind of disgusting. That was kind of like humiliating himself because he's doing all like gross stuff. I mean, he has done like gross stuff in the past, but at least when he did in the past, it was like funny and stuff. Like that video was just straight up weird, and like yeah, I mean, he's like becoming like the people he criticized. He's becoming like he criticized tour reviews. He made a content cop on them, and then like voila, a few years later, he turns out to make a video like exactly like them. And people think he's being a hypocrite, but he try to says, "Oh, I grew up and changed," which I don't have a problem with, but it's just like it just feels like he's doing immature stuff. Like still, like making like fidget toys, like that's like pretty immature, and just like, yeah, he's still doing some childish things like that. And also another point of controversy was he kicked this YouTuber Froggy Fresh out of his Creator Clash boxing event. And the reason Idubbbz kicked Froggy Fresh out of his event was because Froggy Fresh was friends and making content with this other YouTuber Sam Hyde that Idubbbz had a problem with at the time. Not really anymore. The whole thing kind of sizzled out. But yeah, at the time they were arguing back and forth, and Sam was making fun of Idubbbz's girlfriend. Which, I mean, it's fine if you want to defend your girlfriend. I agree with that. But it's just like, it just feels like he's allowed to have Froggy. He's allowed to have whatever friend that he wants, I mean, like, you can't really control him. But, I mean, in my opinion, like, I think it was kind of a jerk move because, like, Froggy had been training for months. And, like, just to kick him out just because something that, like, he didn't even do. Like, he never really made fun of Idubbbz's girlfriend. Except this one time he said he would buy her like adult content, and Idubbbz got mad. But Idubbbz made a video saying that, oh, it's fine if people make jokes like that. You know, Froggy was just joking. And yeah, Idubbbz said he was cool with it in this one video, but then when someone actually does it, he gets all mad. So that makes him look like a hypocrite also. But yeah, it's just. But back to what I was saying earlier was like Froggy was just friends with Sam Hyde. He didn't really have to do. It didn't have anything to do with like Sam Hyde's actions. And yeah, like just because you're like friends with someone doesn't mean that you should be punished for their actions. In my opinion, like, you know, like if my friend does something bad, like if my friend like robs a bank and like I get punished like just for being like associated with him, like that's like stupid, you know. Like I had, like nothing to do with the bank robbery. Like why are you going after me, you know? Like if you do stuff like that, like post adult content, you're you're like inviting people to target you. I'm not saying that they should target you, but it feels like you're kind of like welcoming them in, you know. So like it's kind of partially on them. I mean, I don't agree with the whole doing adult content thing. I think that would kind of distance me from my girlfriend. Like if I had a girlfriend and she did that, like I probably wouldn't like that. But I mean, if that's what Idubbbz wants to do, that's what Idubbbz wants to do, and I can't really change that. So yeah, I mean, his relationship, his girlfriend, his choice. But I mean, I'm just saying I wouldn't do that. Also, many people are calling him out because he talked about people who do like adult content and called them like names in the past, and people are saying, "Oh, you're a hypocrite. You changed because now you're dating someone who does that." And yeah, that kind of goes along with the whole like maturing thing. I guess in that case, maybe he did grow up, maybe his views did change. But I mean, like, it's just it doesn't mean he's like immune to criticism as he thinks he is. And like, yeah, I mean, yeah, views do change, but and yeah, in that case, I can kind of see both sides of the argument. Like, it is pretty hypocritical, but views also do change. And but yeah, I mean, it just kind of goes along with like, all like, I like hated this stuff back in the day, and it made me get famous. And now that I'm famous, I switched up, and I like it all. Cause you know, it kind of feels like he's like an industry plant. I guess that's what people would call him. And yeah, I can kind of see why people feel that way also. The main reason I'm making this video isn't really to talk about those dramas. It's more to talk about the fact that he's claiming that he like matured and like grew up on all this stuff and just still doing immature stuff, like making like Thanos zip popping videos and like kicking people out of boxing events, like throwing away months of hard work just because they made a joke about your like girlfriend. And you clearly said that you're fine with people making jokes about your girlfriend, but when they actually do, you get all mad at them. So like I said earlier, it just makes them look like a big hypocrite. And yeah, I mean, I just like, it's fine if you want to mature. I can't stress this enough. I know I've said it a lot, but it's fine if you want to mature. It's fine if you want to grow up. But it's just like, I mean, I guess he grew up in the sense that he's not yelling slurs every 2 seconds like he used to. But I mean, he's still making like Thanos zip popping videos. So he's like clearly like not very mature still. Also, with this whole mature thing, seems like he's kind of backstabbed his old fans who liked his like older, like less mature, more edgy content, and kind of just like denounced like, oh, like these people suck, so like basement dwellers. And I thought that was kind of a jerk move, like turning on the people who made you big, like regardless of their beliefs. And yet, another way he seems to be a hypocrite is he gets mad at Sam Hyde for his style of humor, but it's just like how he used to be. So it's kind of just like, I can come up by doing things like making edgy videos and saying slurs, but if someone else tries to do it, then oh, they're like evil, and then he gets all like angry at them. And, you know, like just makes all these like videos about them and starts all this drama, it seems. And yeah, it seems his fan base doesn't really like this. Like I said, like a lot of his fan base is torn, but a huge portion of his fan base is gone. He's like losing subscribers, viewers, not making as much money. You can tell by YouTube statistics, and you can also, my brother got this thing where you can see dislikes on YouTube videos, because like, you know, they got rid of that. But yeah, you can see it with this like version of YouTube. And yeah, Idubbbz, he has like way more dislikes, or like just as many, if not way more dislikes than likes on his like new content, like his apology videos and the new content he's made. And yeah, and also he made this video like rating your life experiences, and he made some like immature jokes in there. So that's like further proving my point that he didn't really grow up. It was like, you know, just because you switch from this immature content to another style of immature content doesn't mean you grow up. Immature content is still immature content. Like, you know, like the lesser of two evils is still evil, I guess. You know, I mean, I wouldn't really call it evil, but I mean, hey, that's like the only expression I guess I can come up with that works in this case, so I'm just gonna say that. And yeah, I think that's about it. I think I've said everything I wanted to say. I just want to say thank y'all for watching. I think I'm just gonna wrap this video up, and yeah. So thank y'all for watching. Please sure to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace out.